Okay, good evening once again. Welcome to DPPI learning session. Now today we are going to go basic. Etong basic, kadalasan ito po yung nakakalimutan. That's the reason why in DPPI we always pound it over and over and over and over again. Kasi sa sobrang basic, ito po yung nakakalimutan. Okay? Now, let's begin with terms in the real estate industry. Common terms po na ginagamit po natin dito in which we usually encounter every time na nag-attend po tayo ng mga tinatawag natin na PKS or Project Knowledge Seminar. Itong PKS po, ito po yung mga seminars na kinakandak po ng mga developers in order to explain the products or the projects. So may mga terminologies pong mga ginagamit po dyan. And here it is. Now, let's start. No? Most common, maririnig po natin itong word na amortization. Medyo highly economic ang term, no? Highly economic ang term. Ang amortization po, ayan, is the gradual repayment. From the word, guys, repayment of mortgage loan by installments. Sa madaling salita, ito po yung buwanan na bayad. Kung sa Bisaya pa po, ito po yung datahan. Okay? Kung sa Tagalog, monthly hulugan. Yan po yan. Gradual repayment of mortgage loan by installment. Kasi itong mga binibenta natin ng mga property, halos, lahat, practically lahat na ito is installment eh. So there is a monthly payment talaga. Ang tawag po dyan ay amortization. Okay? Baba. Next. Equity or down payment, no? Kadalasan po itong word na equity, naririnig po natin ito every time na meron pong seminars, mga PKS. Itong down payment naman na word, usually naririnig natin coming from the end users or the client. But these words, down payment and equity, refers to the same idea. So ano po yan? That is the difference in between house value and mortgage amount. Okay? Di ba ang property meron yung value? For example, itong bahay na to, 2 million ang halaga. Itong bahay na to, itong 2 million na to, meron po yang tinatawag natin na valuation. So, i-assess yan ng bangko, i-assess yan ng pag-ibig, at sasabihin na, o sige, itong property na to ay nagkakahalaga ng 2 million. Ang valuation namin dyan ay hanggang 1.8 million lang. So may diferensya, 200,000. So yung 200,000, ang mangyayari po dyan, yan po ang tatawagin natin na down payment or equity in which ito po ay babayaran ng kliyente natin directly to the developer. Okay? Sadali lang ho, ha, guys. Meron akong kukunin. Okay, sorry. So, in short, yung diferensya ho, yun po yung ibabayad ng kliyente directly doon po sa mga developers. Doon po sila magbabayad, guys. Okay? So, ang tawag po dyan ay down payment or equity. Next is appraised value. O, ito yung sinasabi ko. Ang isang property, meron po yung appraised value. At ang magdidetermine po dyan ay yung financing institution. So ano po ba yung appraised value? Is the financial worth placed on a property based on a report done by an appraiser. So ayan ha, nakikita nyo po, sino po ang gagawa niyan ng appraised value? Ang gagawa po ay yung appraiser. Okay. So ano po yung hinahanap niya? O ano po yung nilalagay niya po dyan ay yung financial worth ng property. Kung magkano ba yung halaga na sa tingin niya, ito yung valuation. Ito yung halaga ng property na to. Okay? Next, so, appraiser. So, ito po yung reference sa tao. Ito yung gumagawa po ng appraised value. Okay? Ito po ay ang professional practitioner who has the knowledge and expertise necessary to estimate the value of an asset. So, ano po to? Ito po yung tao na to ay expert po na meron po siyang karanasan kung paano po mag-estimate sa value ng property na po na yan or property ang asset na po na yan. Okay, estimate ha. May expertise na mag-estimate. Next is amenities, no? Amenities. Amenities is a feature of real property that enhances its attractiveness and increases the occupants or users' satisfaction, such as swimming pool, gym, basketball court, and many others. So ano po ba to in short? Ang amenities po, ito po yung nagpapaganda ng isang subdivision. Ito po yung nagpapaganda ng isang condominium. Alam niyo po guys, ang binibenta po natin dito ay hindi po yung building. Ang binibenta po natin dito ay hindi lang po yung bahay or yung structure. Ang binibenta po natin dito ay yung community. Sabi pa nga nila, when we sell a property, always remember, we're not just selling a house. We are selling a home. We're not just selling a subdivision. We're selling a community. Ulitin ko ha. As a real estate practitioner, we are not just selling a house. We are selling a home. Sabi pa nga ng kanta, no? A house is not a home when there's no one there. Okay? So, what we are selling is a home. And what we are selling is not a subdivision or not a condominium, but rather we're selling a community. And a community has all the amenities. May basketball court, may multipurpose hall, may clubhouse, may gym, may ano pa, marami pa, may children's park, may barbecue stations, meron na po ngayon eh. Iba-iba na po yung mga elements na nandoon po sa mga subdivisions at mga condominium ngayon, which makes it more and more attractive the moment na titira na sila sa community na yan. Kaya ito yung always na sasabihin ko ha. When you explain amenities, don't just tell them that it's a basketball court. When you see a swimming pool, don't just tell them it's a swimming pool. Tell them a story. Tell them a story wherein they can picture out how their family would look like the moment they are going to live in the subdivision or in the condominium. Let's say for example, nagti-tripping kayo, magkasama kayo ng kliyente nyo, pumunta kayo sa subdivision. Alam naman yan, nakikita naman yan na yan ay basketball court. Alam naman yan na swimming pool yan kasi nakikita niya. But it would make a very big difference pag ito yung sasabihin nyo. Ay ma'am, sir, this is actually our basketball court. This is very ideal para po sa husband niyo po, ma'am, at saka sa panganay mong anak na lalaki na pwede po kayong maglaro po dito. On Sunday, ma'am, pwede po kayong mag-picnic po dyan malapit sa swimming pool kasi may barbecue station po tayo dyan. At naku, ma'am, napakaganda po ang subdivision na to kasi early in the morning, pwede po kayong mag-jogging kasi may mga jogging trail po tayo, ma'am. At kung condominium naman, napakaganda po for a healthy living kasi itong condominium natin, sir, sa fourth floor or sa fifth floor or sa top floor, nandyan po yung gym natin. So, while nag-gym po kayo, nakikita nyo po yung view sa buong city. Parang ganun ba? So, you tell a story. Amenities allows you to tell a story of the project that you are selling. Di ba? Because it would make a difference if you tell the story. Okay? Next. Balloon payment. Okay. Dati ho, wala po kasi masyado itong balloon payment na to. But because meron na pong changes yung tinatawag natin na market-based ba. Ang market kasi natin ngayon ay nagiging price sensitive. Okay. Hindi lang po siya project sensitive, nagiging price sensitive na rin po yung mga developers, yung mga kliyente po natin. So ang purpose po ng balloon payment ay para magiging affordable po ang isang project sa umpisa at unti-unti po siyang i-increase gradually para hindi po masyadong ma-feel ng kliyente natin ang mabigat na monthly payments. Okay? So ano po ba yung ibig sabihin? Ang balloon payment is a type of loan or a loan payment or actually minsan hindi pa sa loan payment sa equity payment pa with lower monthly payments during the initial period and pataas po gradually towards the end of the term. So meaning, let's say for example, ang first year niya 5,000 lang, tapos sa second year niya magiging 7,000 na, and the third year niya magiging 9,000 na. Oh, yun ang balloon payment kasi from the description of the balloon, no? Balloon, pag-ipan mo ng hangin, lolobo yan. Di ba? So ganun po ang balloon payment. Okay? Sabi ni yan, same as staggered payment na, sir. It's not same as staggered because ang staggered is installment yan no? Kung titingnan mo, staggered is installment. Ang balloon payment is it's still an installment but you start at a lower amount. Yan po yun. Lahat po ng equity at saka down payment staggered po yan Kasi pag sinabi po nating staggered, monthly payment po yan. So ano po ba yung difference ng balloon? Ang difference ng balloon is you will start smaller amount. Tapos unti-unti po siyang mag-i-increase every year hanggang towards the katapusan. Okay? Para sa umpisa, medyo magaan po sa mga buyers po natin. Yes, ladderized po yan, Miss Marianne, ang tawag po dyan. Okay? Next is condominium. Nako, napakarami pong condominium ngayon. Nagsusulputan po ang condominium. Dati ho, Cebu City lang po yan. Ngayon, nako, kahit dito sa Lapu-Lapu, puno na rin kami. Cordova, meron na rin kaming condominium. Punta ka sa Consolacion, meron na rin. Liluan, meron na rin. Soon, sa Danau City, meron na rin condominium by CLI. So, parami na po ng parami ang condominium. Hindi lang po siya sa Cebu City. At hindi lang po yan. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, ang dami na pong condominium ngayon. So, bakit po? Number one, sobrang mahal na po yung lupa no? Kaya, ang tao po, nagiging a little bit practical, own a home, own a property at a smaller cost. And isa pa, a lot of people is trying to get condominiums. It's because they wanted to live within the heart of the city. CBD, Central Business District. Yun po yun. CBD means Central Business District. A lot of people wanted to get a condominium because they wanted to stay in the Central Business District. Okay? So, ano po ba yung condominium? Often shortened simply to condo, is a privately owned individual unit with a community of other units, of course, community. In general, the owner usually owns the interior of the condo unit and the structural components of the exterior walls. Condo owners jointly own shared common areas within the community. So may mga common areas such as swimming pools, garage, elevators, hallways, gyms, and many others. So the ownership is actually what is inside your unit. That is your ownership. However, yung mga common area, shared ownership po yan. Ano po bang ibig sabihin ng shared ownership? Ikaw at ang kasama mong mga homeowner ng condominium na yan, kayo po ang nagmamay-ari po ng property po na yan. Okay. By the way, just throw your question if you have questions there on the chat box. Sasagutin natin along the way. Okay. Condotel. Ay nako, marami-rami na rin ito. Condotel. A condotel is a building that's legally operating as a condominium but also function as a hotel. It offers short-term rentals for occupants and it also allows people to enjoy a vacation apartment with luxury amenities. In short, you will still own the unit. The client still owns the unit. However, that unit will be turned over to the developer and be operated as a hotel. The plus factor of a condominium, it's because yung may-ari po ng property, kikita po siya kahit wala po siyang gagawin kasi ang developer ang mag-ooperate po ng hotel, he will going to earn dividends as proceeds doon sa investment na ginawa po niya. Okay, so yun po yung advantage. So, ideal for OFW, nasa ibang bansa po sila, tapos yung unit niya, gawing condotel, i-operate siya as hotel, then whatever kita ng hotel, meron siyang share sa kita, ang tawag po doon ay dividend. Okay? Now, what if kung gagamit siya? Okay, hindi po siya basta-bastang makakagamit sa unit niya while nakakontrata pa po siya bilang condo hotel. However, bibigyan po siya ng tinatawag natin na room nights allocations. Ano po ba yung ibig sabihin ng room nights allocation? Ibig sabihin, may entitlement po siya na pwede po siyang gumamit sa kwarto. Not necessarily yung unit niya, but can check in into the hotel specified for a number of days. Yun po yun, condo hotel. Okay? Next is deed of sale. Ito, hindi ko na kailangan i-explain. Kasi lahat naman siguro ng merong bentahan, meron talagang deed of sale. Deed of sale. Kasi yan po yung magsisil, no? Isang papel na nagpapatunay na meron pong palitan ng item in exchange of money, no? Meron pong purchases na nangyari. At sinisil po yan na tinatawag natin na deed of sale. Yan po yung nagsilyo po niyan, yung deed of sale. Okay? Next is contract to sell. Okay. Ang contract to sell po, napakahalagang papel po to, ha. It's a legal document that outlines an agreement between a seller and a buyer, with the seller promising to sell the property to the buyer and the buyer promising to buy the property. Yun. So, ibig sabihin, may dalawang partido po na nagkakaintindihan. Sino po ba to sila? Ito po yung buyer at sino po ba yung seller? Ito po yung developer na yung may gawa po ng property. Okay. So, nagkakaintindihan po sila na buyer, itong property ko, bibilhin mo to. Tapos, sinabi din dito na, buyer, ikaw din, magbabayad ka rin sa property na binibenta ko. May kontrata, may agreement. Naka-include doon sa contract to sell, what are the things that they expect from each other. Na pag natapos to bayaran, ito yung mapupunta sa iyo. May mga descriptions yan. Ang tawag po dyan, contract to sell. Kasi, una, number one, marami po sa ating mga project ngayon ay nasa pre-selling stage. Wala pa pong nakikita ang buyer dyan. Except lang for the promise ni developer na balang araw may tatayo dyan na property, bahay man or condominium, may tatayo dyan at yung itatayo dyan, isa dyan ay mapupunta sa iyo. Ayun lang po yun. So, paano natin i-garantiya, no? Paano natin i-garantiya na ito talaga yung mangyayari? So, ito po yan, nakapaloob po yan sa tinatawag natin na contract to sell. Okay? Kaya po, pinapapirmahan po ito ng developer. Ako, napakapal po ng, niyan, ng papel niyan, napakaraming kopya. No? So, that's needed, by the way. That's needed because that will seal the agreement and it will serve as protection also to the buyer. Okay? Next is conjugal property. Yan. So, very self-explanatory, no? Property and asset owned by a married couple are referred to as conjugal. Property under the family code, all property obtained before or during the marriage is considered conjugal property. This means that whatever property owned by a husband while he was still single become the property of his wife and vice versa after they marry. Part of all the couple's property becomes conjugal property when they marry. According to the Philippine law, part of all of your spouse property becomes conjugal. No? Alam nyo, ito po yung reason kung bakit po meron po tayong mga tinatawag na prenuptial agreement. Itong prenuptial agreement kasi common to sa mga artista at saka sa mga mayayaman na tao, gumagawa po sila ng prenuptial agreement na nagsasabi na ang mga property na belong sa akin ay akin. Ang property na belong sa iyo ay belong sa iyo. Ayun po yun actually, ang prenuptial agreement. At magdi-decide lang tayo kung ano yung property na pwede nating dalawa. Okay? So, in short, within the context of the Philippine law, anything becomes conjugal. Unless ay nakasaad po sa isang prenuptial agreement. Okay? So, pwedeng magpagawa ng prenuptial agreement. Okay, bago ikasal. Uso na ngayon yan, no? Prenuptial agreement. Okay, next. List price. Okay? List price is the price of the property that usually occurs on the brochures of the developers. They are exclusive of incidental costs such as miscellaneous fees and VAT. In short, yan po yung pinaka-base price ng property. Anything that is added to that are considered miscellaneous fees, which actually refers to most of it to the taxes and other incidental costs like mga documentary stamps and all others. Okay? So ang list price, ito talaga yung pinakapresyo ng property puwera doon sa taxes at saka sa miscellaneous fees. Yung commission po natin, dito po pinagbe-base sa list price. Kasi hindi po naman kinukomisyon natin yan. Wala pong commission doon sa taxes. Wala rin pong commission doon sa miscellaneous fees. Okay? Next is pre-approval. No? Pre-approval. From the word itself na pre, no? Meaning before. Okay. Pre-approval. Pre-approval is the process of establishing what a borrower can reasonably afford when taking out a loan. Lenders will look at yung income, debts, assets, credits, and other information during the pre-approval process. Although, ang mga developers natin ay usually sila na po yung gumagawa ng mga pre-approval, kadalasan ho, ang pinakamaganda po nito ay yung ano talaga, yung bangko ang puntahan para sa pre-approval. Para makita po kung ang buyer is qualified for the loan. On the other hand, ang mga developers ngayon, sila na po yung gumagawa po ng mga pre-approval din. Through, titingnan nila yung mga job contract, mga payslips, and all other financial document that will substantiate kung itong buyer na to ay fit ba for any possible housing loan. Okay? Mary Ann, I got confused with TCP and TLP, sir. Ayan. Got confused. Ang TCP is the total contract price. It's a combination of list price plus miscellaneous fees and taxes equals total contract price. Yan po yung total contract price. Ibig sabihin, yan po ang presyo, kasali po yung taxes, kasali yung miscellaneous fees. Ang total po niyan ay total contract price. Ang list price is, in short, tanggalin mo lang yung miscellaneous fees, tanggalin mo lang yung taxes, yan po yung list price. At dyan po based ang mga commissions po natin. Okay? Letter of guarantee, no, or LOG, no? Letter of guarantee. Okay. A written commitment issued by a bank providing assurance that the customer or the client will fulfill his contractual obligations. So ano po ba to? Okay, ito po yung situation. Ang isang kliyente po, pag nag-submit na po siya ng mga dokumento niya para sa loan po, pag i-process na po ang loan na po na yan, magkakaroon po ng tinatawag natin na approval. Okay. Once magkakaroon po ng approval, hindi naman po ibig sabihin na ang pera na po na yon ay lalabas agad. Okay. Ang gagawin po ng bangko ay gagawa po siya, bangko or pag-ibig, gagawa po siya ng tinatawag natin na letter of guarantee papunta po doon sa developer. Okay? That issued by a bank, no? In this case, bank or pag-ibig kasi nagsusulat sila ng letter of guarantee. Ibibigay nila ang letter of guarantee, for example, bangko. Ibibigay nila ang letter of guarantee sa developer. Ang ibig sabihin po niyan, sinasabihan ng bangko na, developer, yan si kliyente na yan, approve na po na yan. Ito yung letter of guarantee na kung ano po yung nakasaad po dyan sa pag-process natin na loan, at ito po yung na-approve, ito po yung ibibigay namin na pera, bayad doon sa project niya. Okay. So ano po bang impact po dyan? Kahit hindi pa po natapos ang conversion ng property ng titulo, kasi may titulo yan eh. Kahit hindi pa po natapos ang conversion ng titulo or paglipat ng titulo from the developer to the buyer's name, yung buyer na yon, hindi na niya kailangang hintayin pa na ma-transfer ang name ng titulo, pwede na siyang mag-move in. Kasi may garantiya na eh. So magpa-process na ang developer ng move-in para maasikaso kung ano yung kulang, kuryente, tubig, and everything, para makapaglipat na siya sa bahay na kinuha niya. Okay? So, between developer and bank na po na yan, na mag-uusap na, o sige, patirahin mo na yan. Parang ganun ba? Sige, patirahin mo na yan. Then eventually, sila na ang magkukomply, yung bangko at saka developer, kung ano yung mga kulang-kulang nila. Okay? That's letter of guarantee. Refinance, no? Ito kadalasan nangyayari pag meron po tayong mga default payment, no? Pag medyo nahihirapan na po tayo na makapagbayad po ng monthly, ay ito po ipa-refinance natin para medyo po maging magaan ang magiging monthly payments po natin. So anong ibig sabihin nito? Refinancing is obtaining a new loan to pay off an original loan on the same home. Ayan ha, of the same home. So para siyang in-applyan mo ng bagong loan pero in-adjust lang. Okay? Often this is done to get better loan conditions like lower interest rate or whatever reasons. Okay? Refinance ang tawag po doon. Then yan, letter of intent. Okay? May mga project po tayo ngayon na hindi pa po nag-reservation. Ang tinatanggap pa lang po, letter of intent. Gaya po ng Costa Mira na nasa Panglao. Hindi pa po nag-reservation pero ang isang buyer ay pwede na po siyang mag-declare ng intention niya sa pagkuha ng isang property sa pamamagitan po ng letter of intent. Okay? Wala pa pong bayad na involved pa po dyan. Wala pa pong sinasabi nating fixed na amount or whatever. Ang meron lang po dyan is the commitment na kukuha siya ng property na nakasaad po doon sa letter, in short. Okay? So, letter of intent is the buyer submits this non-binding letter. No, non-binding. Again, non-binding. So, pwede siyang mag-withdraw at any given time kung hindi man siya magpupurso. Non-binding letter to declare his or her intent to purchase the property. Okay? So, pag-declare lang ng intention. Next is the Maceda Law. Okay? The Maceda Law is the Republic Act number 6552. Okay? Also known as the Realty Installment Buyer Protection Act. This law pertains to purchaser of real estate property on an installment basis. Ayan, no? The installment basis. And is named after the principal creator, former Senator Ernesto Maceda. The rights of a buyer who defaults on installment payments are outlined in Republic Act 6552, and it also lays forth the requirements for buyers to be eligible for refunds and grace periods. So ito po yung mag-embody in case na meron pong mga refunds. Pero ako guys, no, ito yung personal na take ko ha. Ito yung personal na take ko. Never push your buyer na to the point na mapipilitan siyang mag-reserve. Allow your buyer, allow your clients to make the decision on his own. Never influence them. Why? Because as for me, I want them to make a decision because mahaba-habang bayaran po yan, guys. Mahaba-haba pong bayaran. So meaning, if the buyer decides on themselves, siya or kasama yung asawa niya, husband niya, the moment they decide, meaning they will find ways in order to meet whatever monthly payments there is. Okay? Kasi desidido sila eh. Hindi mo siya pinilit na mag-reserve. Okay? Next is mortgage redemption insurance. Okay. The mortgage redemption insurance is a type of life insurance, ayan ha, from the word life insurance, that pays off a portion or the entire outstanding mortgage balance if the insured dies or becomes totally disabled. Alam nyo na, napakaganda ito. Ito yung mga magagandang development natin sa process, sa mga home loans. Alam mo bakit? Because kadalasan kasi dati, pag namatay po yung principal buyer, tapos yung bahay hindi pa po bayad, kawawa po yung naiwan kasi mabibigatan sa, pagbabayad. Now, good thing with mortgage redemption insurance, the moment the principal buyer dies, automatic yung bahay na po na yan or condominium na yan, bayad yan. Saan galing ang pera? Mula po sa mortgage redemption insurance. Iba, ang insurance na pong magbabayad. Ma-disable, totally, hindi na po makapagtrabaho, bedridden na or naka-wheelchair na. The bahay, the condo, bayad na rin. Okay? So, yan po yung purpose ng mortgage redemption insurance. Next, ayan, ito yung tanong ni Miss Mary Ann kanina, total contract price or the TCP. Is the overall contract price, meaning list price plus miscellaneous or taxes equals the total amount. Okay? Baka may question dito. Sir, may monthly payment ba sa MR? No, it's not monthly, Sir Neil. It's annual. It's annual payment ang MRI at saka napakaliit po ang amount niyan. So, that's the reason why it's annual. Post-dated check. Okay? Karamihan ho, ito po yung ginagamit for the monthly payment ng amortization. Okay? Diba? May equity. May monthly sa equity. Sa halip na ikaw ay pumupunta pa sa opisina ng developer para magbayad every month, hindi na. Maglagay ka lang ng post-dated check dyan or PDC, doon ka na sa bangko maghuhulog. Safe po yan. Alam niyo po bakit? Kasi nakakasiguro ka na ang bayad mo ay nakakarating talaga sa mga developer. Okay. Now guys, ito sasabihin ko talaga sa inyo, stricto ako na ito. Bawal ho tumanggap ang isang agent ng bayad ng property ng kliyente nila na ipapadaan sa iyo. Na ipapadala sa iyo. Bawal ho ha. Kasi kung yun po ang gagawin ninyo, you are putting yourself in an extreme temptation. Alam niyo po guys, mainit po ang pera. Hindi ko sinasabing gagalawin niyo po yan. Pero malaki po ang tendency na magagalaw po natin yan pag hawak-hawak po natin yan. What if nagkataon na putulan ka ng kuryente? O baka mapilitan ka naggamitin yung pera. What if naniningil na yung school sa tuition fee ng mga anak natin? O mapipilitan ka kasi may exam. Things like that. I don't want you to put yourself in a situation that you will be, quote-unquote, madadali doon sa temptation na yan. Okay? Napakahirap po, guys, no? Ito lang po, guys, no? I'm not saying that you will do it. But the possibility is high if you're gonna allow yourself to accept payments. Okay? So post-dated check is a term implies, no, a check you issued in advance to your payee, but the date is indicated in some date in the future. So kung ano yung schedule ng payment mo, doon po nakapet sa yung mga cheque. Attorney in fact, no? Ang common po nating maririnig nito ay yung word na SPA, no? Special Power of Attorney, no? The individual who is permitted to conduct business on someone else's behalf. When an investor is unable to sign contracts, buy or sell real estate, or deposit monies, for example, and they may allow someone else to do it for them. So in short, for those people na malayo, nasa abroad or nasa ibang lugar, hindi po siya physically makapunta po dyan para pipirma ng mga kontrata and whatsoever. Ang gagawin po ni kliyente ay gagawa po siya ng attorney in fact at para po siyang nagbibigay ng special power of attorney sa tao na yan na makipag-transact sa property na kukunin niya. Okay? Don't worry, naka-define naman po doon kung ano yung mga inclusions. Punch list or unit inspection. Ako, napaka-importante po nito. Is a list created at the end of a construction that shows what still needs to be done or what needs to be repaired before the property is turned over to the owner or buyer. Now, this is very important. You know why? Because kung hindi po natin ito gagawin po ng tama at hindi po natin ito gagawin po ng maayos, ito po ibabalik po sa atin 100%. Okay. Ano po ba ang purpose nito? Okay. Pero ano po ba yung punch list? Ang punch list po, isa lang pong papel na nakalagay po sa listahan na yan, lahat ng mga ginamit sa property na yan. Magsimula ka sa doorknob, sa pintuan, sa jalousies, sa lahat na, sa tiles, sa walls, sa ano pa ba, toilet bowl, sa showers, lahat ho naka-indicate. The purpose of that is i-check mo sa isa-isa kung wala po bang mga tinatawag natin na mga defects. Check mo isa-isa, doorknob, check. Oh. Hindi ikaw ha, hindi ikaw, yung buyer. Okay. Ito po guys ha, during the punch listing, never do it yourself alone. Never talaga. Alam mo bakit? Kasi pag nasira yan, ikaw ang babalikan ni kliyente. Let's say for example, okay naman yung toilet bowl. Eh kaso, nung na-turnover na nasira, ngayon, si homeowner, tatawag yan kay developer. Sasabihin niya, oy developer, yung toilet bowl ko, nung lumipat ako, sira na yan. Alam mo ano yung isasagot ni developer? Ang isasagot ni developer na, ma'am, sir, nakapirma ka dito sa punch list at sinabi mo na okay. Alam mo sino yung babalikan ni buyer? Ikaw. Tatawagan ka niya. Oy, Miriam, bakit hindi mo inayos in-inspection yung toilet bowl? Sira tuloy. Ay nako, Miriam, hindi aayusin ng developer. Kailangan mo talagang ipagawa to kasi hindi mo inayos ng gusto to sa punch list. Oh, yan. Kita mo? So, sino yung ngayon ang problema? So, ikaw na. Di ba? So, what I suggest is this. Isama mo yung representative ng pamilya. Tapos, sila ang mag-inspeksyon. Bahala na kung ikaw taga-check lang. Di ba? So, sabihin mo, ma'am, doorknob. Paki-inspection nga, ma'am, kung doorknob okay ba? Okay, ma'am? Okay, check. Yung pintuan, ma'am, okay po ba? Check. Ma'am, yung jealousy, okay po ba? Wala po bang kulang? Wala bang crack? Check. Dapat ganun. Para safe tayo. Okay? So, yan po yung purpose dyan. Pag ang isang punch list pinirmahan na ni kliyente, ang ibig sabihin, tinatanggap na po ni developer ang property na yan. Tinatanggap na po ni buyer ang property na yan. So, okay na. Di ba? Di ba? So, okay na. Meaning, tinanggap na. Tinanggap na ni buyer ang property. So, itong punch list na bibit-bitin na po ito ng developer doon kay bangko or pag-ibig. O, bangko, pag-ibig, tinatanggap na po ng buyer ang property na to. So, kaya bayaran na ninyo kami. Yun po yung purpose ng ano na yan, yung punch list na yan. Okay? Next, borrower. O, yan. Sino ba to si borrower? In real estate, you can pay for a home outright with cash or through a loan. When you pay using a loan, you are legally referred to as borrower. So, yung nag-apply ng loan, yun po yung borrower. Yung co-borrower, sino po ba to? Is someone who is financially responsible for paying back a loan along with the borrower. Yan ha. Along with. Along with. If a husband and wife take out a home loan together, one may be the primary borrower and the other is a co-borrower. Hindi po co-maker. Co-borrower po ang tawag po nito. Silang dalawa ang nagmamay-ari po ng property. Silang dalawa po ang nag-a-apply po ng loan. Yun ang ibig sabihin na po na yan. At sa mga loan institution natin, we are allowed up to 3 borrowers. Yung isa principal or primary, yung dalawa ang co-borrowers. So, 3 sila lahat. Okay? Okay, so dito na po tayo sa mga types of houses. Are we learning so far? Sadyang napaka-basic, no? Walang ka-challenge. Nakasmile lang si Mary Ann dyan kasi walang ka-challenge daw ang training. Okay? Yan, sabi ni Neil. Yes, sir. Thank you, Neil. So types of houses. Let's go to the type of houses. Wherein most of the time, this is actually the basis for what are the things that we are supposed to be offering to our client. And because of this, every type of houses has its own brackets in terms of prices. Okay? Ayan, sabi ni Mary, ano? Yes, sir. Nabuburingan siguro to kasi sobrang basic. Ayan. Okay, let's start. Row house. Ano po ba yung row house? Isang bahay na one story lang pero dikit-dikit. Ayan. One story, dikit-dikit. Ang tawag po dyan, row house. Okay. Saan ba usually nakikita ang row house? Ang row house po, yan po yung tinatawag natin na socialized housing. Okay? Socialized housing po ang tawag po doon. Now, para saan po ba ang socialized housing? Ito po yung mga properties na dinisenyo po ng gobyerno natin na ni-require ang mga developer na magkaroon po talaga ng socialized housing para po to sa mga marginal earners natin na kababayan. Okay? Mary Ann Raful. So I'm learning, Sir Oy. Waiting ko sa explanation sa detached and attached. Ay, detached and attached. Parang love life yan, Mary Ann, no? Attached and detached. Anyway, let's start. Row house. Okay, ito ha. Socialized housing po ang tawag dyan. Commonly. Para saan po yan? Para po sa mga marginalized na members of our society. Now, sino po ba ang marginalized? Ang pwedeng kumuha niyan. Ito po yung merong income na 12,000 and below. Ayan na, 12,000 pesos monthly income and below. Yan. Yan ang pwede pong kumuha ng mga row houses. Si Miriano, honestly sir, confused pa ko ana. Jod, single detached o single attached. Yan. Next is itong tinatawag natin na townhouse. Ang townhouse ho ay dikit-dikit din po pero two-story. Okay tingnan natin yung difference Row house, one story pero dikit-dikit. Townhouse is two-story, dikit-dikit din. Ito po yung tinatawag natin na economic housing. Ang one story, ano nga yun? Socialized. Ang two-story na dikit-dikit, townhouse, ano ang other term nun? Economic housing. Okay? Socialized at saka economic housing. Marami pong mga examples nito. Deca Homes, sa Camellia, Lesandra, sa Lumina ho, meron pong townhouse, meron din po silang row house. Sa Bria, ganun din, merong townhouse, meron din pong row house. Okay? Next, itong duplex. Ang duplex po ay from the word double. Okay, no. Do means double. So ibig sabihin, dalawang property po 'yan. Kung titingnan mo po yung property, parang isang property lang. Ayan, tingnan niyo po yung drawing sa harap niyo. Parang isang bahay lang siya sa malayo, no? Pero makikita mo na dalawa 'yan because sa gitna ho, meron po tayong tinatawag na firewall. Ayan, firewall. That separates both of them. Ideal po itong duplex kung may mga buyer po kayo na magkapatid na gusto magkatabi ang property. Ito, maganda. Duplex. Next. Ayan, ito na po yung hinihintay ni Miss Mary Ann. Single attached. Okay. Single attached. Ayan. Okay. Ang single attached po, ang usually pagbabasihan po natin ito ay itong tinatawag natin na firewall. Okay. Ayan papakita ko sa inyo. Ito, yan. That's the firewall. Yan. If a property has a firewall, ang tawag po dyan ay single attached. Bakit ho? Because it is attached to one side of the property line. Okay? Ulitin ko ha. Tinawag natin sila na single attached because one side of the house is attached to the property line. Kumbaga, yung ending ng property na yon nakadikit ang property or ang bahay mismo. Ayan o, nakikita nyo. So in the case of the illustration na nakikita natin, ito po, ayan. Yan, ito po sila. Ayan. Ayan. So yan po ang property line. So meaning, there are only 3 sides that are vacant na pwede po siyang passable. Saan ba yung 3 sides na yan? Tingnan natin para makita natin. Ayan, no? Ito yung 3 sides. Yan. Ayan, that's the 3 sides. Yan. Saka doon sa likuran. Okay? So, yan po yung tinatawag natin na single attach. Naka-attach po sa property line ang one side of the house. Single attach. Okay. So, okay na, Miss Marian, single attach. Ang single detach, yan, ito po. Okay. Ang single detach ay isang bahay ay wala pong porsyon ng bahay na nakadikit po sa property line. So, ibig sabihin, kung naka-square po siya, ang lote, nasa gitna lang talaga yung bahay. Wala pong side ng property na nakadikit po. Okay? Ito po yung single detached. So, para mas madali pong ma-remember, ang single detached, ito po yung single na walang jowa. Ang single attached, ito po yung single na may jowa. Tama po ba? Para ma-recall nyo, no? Ang single detached, ito po yung single na walang jowa. Ang single attached ay single na may jowa. Yan. Okay? Para hindi rin kayo aantukin dyan. So, site development plan. Okay. Yung isang subdivision po, meron po yung tinatawag natin na site development plan. Doon po sa site development plan, makikita po natin ang placement ng mga units. At commonly, ang tawag po natin dyan ay mapa. Ayan. So makikita natin saan yung entrance, saan yung mga other units, ano po yung position, ano yung mga kalsada, saan ba yung orientation, north, south, east, west. Ayan. So in short, the site development plan will tell you that this is how the subdivision, the entire subdivision would look like. Okay. Next is, ayan, ito, mga samples site development plan. So iba-iba ho, no? Iba-iba pong korte, iba-iba pong itsura. Basta ang purpose po nito, makikita niyo po kung saan po yung magiging placement po ng property. That's the purpose of the site development plan. Okay? Makikita mo kung saan ang placement ng mga units at saka mo guys, alam niyo po guys, ang value po nito. This will help you determine kung saan po ba ang vacant sa mga properties na binibenta mo. So kung may kliyente ka, nagsa-site tour kayo, makikita po dyan, alin po dyan ang bakante at ano po ba yung mga orientations ng bahay, okay, or condo. Okay? So yan. Sample floor plans. No? I'm not going to elaborate with this one kasi hindi naman kayo mga engineer. Hindi naman tayo mga engineer at ito naman usually provided din naman to ng mga developers. But ako personally kasi what I suggest is it would be much more appreciated if yung property po ay nakikita po talaga ng buyer po natin. Di ba? Kasi pwede mo naman siyang bigyan ng floor plan. Pwede mo naman siyang padalhan ng floor plan. Pwede mo siyang padalhan ng picture perspective. Pero ang pinaka-drama in everything that will help the buyer make a decision whether to buy or not to buy is actually when the time na makikita po niya ang property na binibenta mo. And that's exactly what I would like to point out na dapat po convince nyo talaga si buyer na mag-cycle kayo. Okay? Yan, mga floor plans. Okay? So, condominium na tayo. Bilis, no? 8:56 na. Nako, 1 hour na pala. So, bear with me lang, no? Madaldal kasi si ano, no? Madaldal si Joff na host. Pero sige lang. I-enjoy nyo lang dyan ang pagkamadaldal ko. Types of condominium. Walk-up type condo. From the word itself, walk-up, meaning po maglakad po tayo, ito po'y wala pong elevator. Kadalasan po nito is up to 3-story high lang po. 4-story high. Sorry. Up to 4-story high lang po siya kadalasan. Based on the building code, kung hanggang 4-story po ay hindi po kailangan magkaroon po ng elevator. Kailangan lang po magkaroon ng elevator kung ito po ay hanggang 5th floor na po siya. Pero kung hindi po, pwede po siya walang elevator. So kaya po ang tawag po dyan ay walk-up type condominium. Okay? Next is the mid-rise, no? Ay, sorry, yung topographical error ko dyan. MID yan, ha? Sorry, ha? Mid-rise, this is actually from up to 12 high. Up to 12-story high. Yan po yung mid-high, no? Up to 12-story high. Up to 12-story high, ito yung mid-high or mid-rise condominium. The high-rise condominium ay ito po yung medyo skyscraper na ang tawag po nito. 13-story pataas po. Gaya ng mga Horizons 101, ano pa ba? Royal Ocean Crest, mga ano na po yan, mga high-rise condominium na po yan kasi more than 13 stories na po sila. Okay? Then, the type of units, we've got studio units. Ang studio po ay, ano bang wala dito? Wala po siyang room partition. Ayan. Ang studio po ay wala pong room partition, although meron na po siyang toilet and bath. Naka-tiles na po yan. May toilet and bath na po yan. May shower po yan. But wala po siyang room partition. Meron po yung kitchen sink, pero wala pong room partition. Okay? Then, meron po tayong tinatawag na one bedroom. Of course, from the word one bedroom, so meron pong isang kwarto. Pag 2 bedroom, meron pong 2 kwarto. No? Pag 3 bedroom, of course, may 3 bedroom. No? So, hindi mo masyado kasi nakikita itong 3 bedroom unit. Kadalasan kasi nito, combined units eh. Isang 1 bedroom at isang 2 bedroom, i-combine, magkakaroon po ng 3 bedroom unit. Kadalasan po yan, ha? Kadalasan. So, usually, it's a combined unit. Okay? Usually. Loft unit, ito yung sabihin natin, pinaka-uso ngayon eh. Marami pong mga condominium units po natin ay loft type po, lalo na po yung mga high ceiling po. Alam mo yung kagandahan ng loft type na units? It's because yung nakikita nyo sa picture, yung nasa taas po, yung mezzanine, kung tawagin natin ay mezzanine o parang second floor kung titingnan natin, kasi hindi naman yan second floor talaga eh. Mezzanine lang po yan. Pwede mo siyang i-utilize na magiging bed, higaan. So, sa lower part, you have more spaces for dining and living area. Ayun po yung kagandahan po. Pag loft type. Okay? Then penthouse. Penthouse is usually located on the top floor of every condominium units building. Usually, it has its own amenities. It is usually, yun ang pinakamalaki po sa entire building. Siya po yung pinakamalaking unit. Usually, it occupies the entire top floor, or sabihin na lang natin, ang iba is hinati sa dalawa. Basta siya ang pinakamalaki. At siya ang pinakatuktok, ang penthouse. So, yan. Condominium sample site development. Ayan. Gaya po siya ng subdivision development. Dito po dito natin makikita kung ano yung mga orientation ng buildings. Ilang building ba, ilang condominium unit, saan ba yung mga facing, dito natin nakikita. Then, ito for inventory, no? Sample inventory for condominiums. So, obviously, yung may kulay pula, yun po yung mga taken. Yung wala pa pong kulay ay hindi pa po taken. Then, vicinity map. Ang vicinity map po, hindi mo na kailangan. Kung ikaw talaga ay real estate agent, hindi mo na kailangan. Kasi, dapat, natuntun mo na ang property bago mo siya naibenta. Kasi guys, ito lang po yung guys, no? Ito lang po yung pinaka-basic ko talaga na advice. It would be totally impossible for each and every one of us na tinatawag natin na real estate agent tayo. Imposible po makabenta po tayo sa isang property na kahit ikaw ay hindi mo pa napuntahan. So isa lang po ang ibig sabihin niya. Kung hindi mo siya napuntahan, hindi mo siya nakita, paano mo siya i-describe? So you cannot do that. So itong vicinity map natin na kung tatawagin natin, hindi mo na kailangan ito kung ikaw talaga ay sumasama sa mga site tours or kung tawagin natin mga trippings. Kasi alam mo kung paano pupunta doon. Alam mo kung ano yung sasakyan papunta doon. Kung anong jeepney, anong rota, alam mo. Di ba? Kailangan mo lang ng mapa sa isang property na kailanman hindi mo siya nakita. Pero kung nakita mo siya, hindi mo na kailangan. 4 types of deliverable units. Okay. Meron po tayong tinatawag na bare unit. Meron po tayong tinatawag na finished unit, furnished unit, at saka fully furnished unit. Okay, ito po yung 4. Bare unit, finished unit, furnished unit, at saka fully furnished unit. Okay, isa-isahin natin. Ano po ba yung bare unit? From the word bare. Bare na bare talaga. Hindi naman sa bare na talaga. Kundi, kadalasan lang sa bare is walang tiles, walang pintura, wala pong room partition. Yun po kadalasan ang mga bare units. At minsan, wala rin po silang tinatawag natin na kesame. Okay. Yung tinatawag natin na finished unit, ito po yung gawa na. Meron na pong tiles. Okay? Meron na pong room partition. May paint na po. Kumbaga, ang kailangan mo lang gawin ito ay magbibit-bit ka na lang ng mga gamit para paglipat mo, diretso na. Ayan, no? Yung toilet and bowl, may tiles na. Yung flooring, may tiles na. Everything is already complete. Pipitin mo na lang yung gamit mo. Yung tinatawag natin na furnished unit, yun po yung may mga kagamitan. Okay? Ito po ay kadalasan, usual naman sa mga furnished unit ay yung bed. Sa kitchen naman is yung dining table. At saka sa living area naman is usually yung sofa. No? Yan for the furnished units. Pag sinasabi nating fully furnished unit, ay ito talaga, kompletos ricados, including the appliances itself. May mga TV, may mga refrigerator, may mga washing machine, kompleto na talaga. No? Kumbaga, pag ito po na turnover, wala ka nang bibit-bitin, kundi ang sarili mo na lang. Magwo-walk-in ka na lang dyan dire-diretso. Alam mo bakit? Kasi wala ka nang bibit-bitin. So, kompleto na po yan. Check natin kung baka may may question ba dito sa wala naman ako nakita sa live. Okay. 3 types of property status. 2 types of property status. Una is itong tinatawag natin na pre-selling. Ang pre-selling po is the stage when a real estate developer is already marketing their properties, either a house, a lot, or a condominium before the date of the project or the property's completion. So wala pa pong nakatayo, in short. The other one, ito yung tinatawag natin na ready for occupancy. refers to ready-made property that are just waiting for occupancy. Once the purchase has been finalized, buyer will immediately be able to move in. Now ito guys, marami pong tao na naghahanap po ng ready for occupancy na unit. Pero ito po yung downside ng RFO units. Number one, usually the price is already high. Number two, the down payment is usually hindi na po staggered, kundi full payment na po, kadalasan. Number three, for the ready for occupancy unit, could be an advantageous. Kung may pera sila, makaka-move in talaga sila agad-agad. Yan po yun. Ang pre-selling, ito po. Number one, you will be able to buy the property at a lower cost. Number two, you will be able to buy the property on a staggered monthly payment, especially on the down payment. Okay? Number three, higher value appreciation ng pera mo pagdating ng panahon. Kasi ang property na kinuha mo ngayon na nagkakahalaga po ng 1 million, 2 to 3 years from now, will no longer be of the same value. Medyo mataas na po na yan. Okay? So may value appreciation ka. Pre-selling units, ayan. So ito po yung mga ginagawa pa or gagawin pa. Ready for occupancy, tapos na, gawa na, lilipat ka na lang. So, take note. Pre-selling projects have longer equity term than RFO. Therefore, medyo magaan siya sa bulsa. Abot kaya ang magiging halaga. Okay? And this ends my training for tonight. Yan, baba ko muna to para we can get to see each other. Okay. Meron bang mga questions dito? Wala namang mga question. Or do you have anything that you wanted to ask? Huwag lang yung mga algebra at saka mga mathematics. Mahina pa ako dyan. Si Mary Ann, wala na sir. Pasakay ng motor mo, Mary Ann, ha? Yung incentive na motor. Congratulations kay Miss Novelin, nakabenta ng Royal Ocean Crest at saka yung isa kay Sheila ata yung pangalan ng Bayanihan Flats. By the way guys, palapit na po ng palapit ang summit po natin. Excited na po tayo lahat. Marami po ang mga exciting things na in store for you. Si Zen, ay, sir, wala ako dyan sa Pinas pero gusto kong magbenta. Jen, actually po pwede naman because if ever you have clients na nandito po sa Pilipinas, your upline can actually help facilitate your clients actually. And for those actually na mga kasamahan mo po dyan na OFW or kung hindi man OFW na dyan na nakatira sa ibang bansa, pwede mo silang bentahan naman kasi ang mga developers natin may meron naman tayong tinatawag na mga online processing of reservations. Okay? So, from what country are you ba, Zen? Singapore. Wow. Ang ganda ng Singapore. High potential for investment ang mga kasamahan nating Pinoy sa Singapore. It would be very nice if we can form a group in Singapore and I can fly to Singapore for you para magkita-kita tayo dyan. Gawa tayo ng mga small groups in Singapore and from there, but make use muna, Zen, ha? Make use of our online training muna. Then from time to time, let's see what we can do because we're really hoping that we can really be able to expand outside of the country and probably baka meron po tayong mga kasamahan po natin dyan na mga Pilipino na wanted to invest on properties or probably we can have other Filipinos naman wanted to enjoy or engage into the real estate business. Actually, sir, I've done my training before when I was in Bohol. Na stop. Oh, so you're from Bohol, Zen, no? You're from Bohol. You were in real estate. So mas madali na po sa iyo, Zen, if that's the case. And from time to time, there are developers actually that goes to Singapore. We will just keep you updated so that you can hook up with them and be able to present projects with them. In fact, kagagalin lang ng Grand Land sa Singapore. They had an investment forum in Hotel Jen in Tanglin. So that was 2 weeks ago ata. Cham. Okay, that's good. That's good. Oh, malapit ka lang sa Tanglin. So it was actually in Hotel Jen. No, it was in Hotel Jen actually. Very near. Usually Grand Land, actually, when they go to Singapore, they will always go to Hotel Jen. And actually, most of the developers, when they go to Singapore, they will always go to Hotel Jen. We will keep you posted. No, we will keep you posted. Kindly ask Cham, no? Kindly ask Cham that magpa-add ka sa group chat ng DPPI International. Kasama natin yung ibang mga kababayan natin na nasa ibang bansa in that group chat so that we can exchange information from time to time. I am usually the one who travels abroad. In fact, I was there kailan ba? Last September. I was in Singapore last September din pala. No, last September I was in Singapore. Sayang. Sayang, no, we were not able to meet. I was there. Don't worry. Magkikita pa tayo dyan. Magpa-add ka lang, Ma'am Zen. Magpa-add ka sa group chat ng DPPI International. Sige, ma'am, you keep in touch with Siya. Thank you for joining with me tonight. And hope to see you in Singapore. Any other question? If there are any others na meron pong questions, I can answer. Anyway, guys, no, this would be a series, no. We are starting with DPPL learning session 1.1. So there would be 4 Mondays that I will be hosting your training. No, usually I am not the one who does this. It's just that I feel na I want to do it, no. So tapusin natin to for 4 Mondays. And for those na regularly naka-tune in po sa Zoom natin, every Tuesdays and every Thursdays, meron po tayong tinatawag na recruitment seminars wherein it allows you to build your businesses. Now, I highly suggest, kasi dalawang bagay kasi ang mag-sustain sa atin sa negosyo eh. The first one is when you sell properties, the other one is when you build organization. So, the moment you join with us here, you begin those two things. You begin selling and you begin also recruiting people into the business. Now, your dashboard is a very important tool na meron po kayo because that will serve as your monitors for your downlines eventually, wherever they may be. Okay, so that's every Tuesdays and every Thursdays. Okay, aside from that, there are also developers that conducts their PKS or project knowledge seminars via Zoom. For our kababayan outside of the country, sometimes it's not available during nighttime, but don't you worry, we're coming up with a tinatawag natin na an echo session. So we are going to echo the PKS done in the morning, and we will do it in the evening so that our kababayan outside of the country will be able to hear the PKS. Because right now, we've got quite a number of people already in the international. So we are actually looking at it. Medyo bata-bata pa po si DPPI because we're still 4 years in the business. But praise the Lord, we are already able to expand our presence, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, and then here from Singapore. So truly, there's so much actually in store and waiting for all of us. No? So go lang ng go. Now for next week, I think it's gonna be our summit week, and I'm really looking forward for each and every one that be able, no, to participate for the summit. And we actually tapos na po yung calendar year ni DPPI for everybody's information. The calendar year for DPPI usually ends in October. So meaning today, November, or right now, November is the beginning of our calendar year. November to October kasi yung 1 year po natin. So ibig sabihin, ito po yung new year talaga natin. So banat po tayo ulit. Marami po tayong mga in store. Don't worry, after the summit, I will announce here also via Zoom all of the perks, incentives, promos, and benefits waiting for 2023 for all of us para po sa inyo. No? I-announce ko po yan right after the summit kasi i-announce ko sa summit muna eh. Okay? So, I think that would be all. No? It's already past 17 minutes past 9 o'clock. I don't want to hold you long kasi lunis na lunis. Bukas po may trabaho pa po ang bawat isa sa atin. Thank you very much and God bless you all. Bye-bye!